Hello, and welcome back to another celebrity requested reading. It is March 23rd, and it is approximately 5:28 a.m. Not approximately, it is. All right, so let's get started. Ashlyn, CASTRO, and Jude Bellingham, I believe that's how you say it. If not, it's all good. All right, so let's get started. Um, the cards have already been pre-shuffled with these two in mind already, but obviously I'm going to shuffle them again. So I'm gonna ask for 6 cards, and it's basically just gonna give us the opening energy for these two, okay? So the first card is gonna be for Ashlyn. The second card's gonna be for Jude, okay? The third card is gonna be how they see each other. So I'm gonna get 2 cards for that. And then I'm gonna ask for another card, what draws them together. And the last card is gonna be what creates distance for the two, okay? So here we go. Now, first card is gonna be for Ashlyn's current energy. The second card is going to be Jude's current energy. Third card is going to be how they see each other. So I'm going to ask for 2 cards for that, okay? Next card is going to be what draws them together. And the last card is going to be what creates distance. What creates distance? All right, y'all, here we go. So, first card is going to be Ashlyn's current energy. Okay, so her current energy right now is the 8 of Pentacles. All right, so she's basically working on her skills, practice makes perfect right now. She's all about the money right now. She's focusing on the money. That's her energy right now, okay? So let's see what his current energy is. Oh, okay. So his current... Sorry. His current energy is the Fool card. And it says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. Must take the leap into the unknown, okay? It says when you least expect it. It says, what risk are you willing to take? New beginnings, spontaneity, freedom, and optimistic. So his energy is, it's a beginning for him. His current energy is a beginning. So we are talking about their relationship. So he's feeling really good right now. He's happy. He's just going all in. You feel me? Just going all in. No, nothing. Just, his nose is open. His nose is wide open. His nose is wide open. She's focusing on the money, honey. Okay, now, whichever way the wind blows, all right? Number 80 could be significant. I don't know why I'm putting these 2 cards together like that. I rarely do that. But number 80 could be significant for one or them or both. I don't know. But anyway, let's see how they see each other. So what I would like to do is... I don't know. We just finna see how they see each other. I was finna say I want to use this card as I am going to do that. I want to use this card as she sees him, and this card as he sees her. Okay, so this is how she sees him. Oh man, come on now. I swear, that's why I was laughing just a minute ago. So this is how she sees him. She sees him as the Page of Pentacles. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles is sometimes we think about the Page of Pentacles. Well, most of the time, we think about the Page of Pentacles as someone who is you know, younger, or something that's fresh, something that's new. Okay, so it talks about the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. New ideas can change your life. It says, how can I stay grounded and focused in pursuing my goals? Opportunity, learning, focus, practicality. Okay, so this is how she sees him. um okay, listen, man. Now y'all know I don't know nothing about these people, but she she sees him as an some type of opportunity. Okay, let's just put it out there. Some type of opportunity. All right. She's focused on whatever this opportunity may bring about. Okay. Um. She's this is how she sees him. I mean, they're both adults, you feel me? But she sees him as someone who's a little bit, maybe not necessarily on the same level as her. And when I think about that, I can't say like she just sees him as a nice opportunity. Okay, that's just the way that I'm gonna put it right now. Okay, Jesus Christ. How does he see her? Oh, so he sees her as someone who can balance him out. Okay, see that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. Um, it says balancing energy in a pathway to wisdom, moderation, the key to achieving balance. How can you find balance in your life? Healing, harmony, moderation. That's crazy. You see how he sees her as someone who can balance him out, you know, bring harmony into his life on some type of level. But this is how she sees him, as a page. He has a lot of respect for this woman. He sees a lot in this woman. This is someone he feels like he can trust. This is someone he feels like she's balanced. She's got everything in order. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him, you know, but it's a little weird that she sees him as a page. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. All right. So they see each other on two different levels. You know, she looks at him, he looks at her as on a high level. This is a major arcana. You see, he got two major arcanas coming out here. He got the Fool card, and then he got the Temperance card. But her, she has the Pentacles here. You know what I'm saying? She man, please. All right. All right. What draws them together? Okay, so this is what draws them together right here. Oh, fuck. So, what draws them together is the Five of Cups. Okay, and what I can say is what draws them together is some type of loss. Okay, so maybe they both endured some type of loss or something to that extent. But with the Two of Cups, we got the Three of Cups that's laying on the ground, right? but we got those Two of Cups that's still standing, okay? So what draws them together is some type of heartbreak, some type of loss, okay? Whether that was on a relationship level, whether that was whatever, both of them could have had some type of loss is what drawed them together, all right? Five of Cups. Now, what creates distance between these two? See what I'm saying? Bless me. This is what's gonna create distance between them. Now, how in the world would the Knight of Cups create distance between them? It says, love is the bridge between you and everything. A romantic offer is coming your way. Is there a potential for a romantic relationship or a creative project? Romance, charm, emotional sensitivity. Okay. What creates distance? This is how in the world is this gonna this all this is saying, oh Lord, basically what's gonna create distance for these two is a new opportunity for love. A new opportunity for love is what's gonna create distance for these two. And it's crazy because that's why I was laughing in the beginning. Like, I could see how this played out so well, so well. Like, man, please, Stevie Wonder could have saw this one a mile away. Like, damn. Okay, whatever. Um, let's just keep it moving. Yeah. So we're going to use these cards right here to talk about the relationship dynamics, okay? I'm going to ask for 4 cards, and the first card is going to be their emotional connection. The second card is going to be the trust and communication. The third card is going to be the shadow, their fear or their insecurities. And the fourth card is going to be what their souls are learning from each other. All right? Because, man, first card. What is the emotional connection for Jude and Ashlyn, please? What is the emotional connection here? And the trust and communication for these two. And the shadows, fear, or insecurities. What? The shadows, insecurities. Their fears. Last card. What are their souls? What are their souls learning? What is their souls learning? Through each other. All right. Here we go. Number 1, their emotional connection, okay? All right, so their emotional connection is the moon, okay? The moon card. So let's go to it, number 50 here. Their emotional connection is the moon. Damn, that's the last card? Okay. This is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instincts and your intuition will lead the way through the darkness. Okay. It says, when you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious. I'm sorry. When you choose the symbol of the moon, You are as your guide, you know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that it means something else together altogether. You have this power, you are being asked to use it. Choose another card if a deeper look at what's really going on behind the scenes. Listen, man. Their emotional connection is they both already know what this is. You know what I'm saying? They both already know what this is when it comes to their emotional connection. They know what it is. You know, they know what's up. Okay, that's basically what this card is saying. Your instincts, your guts, your intuitions will lead you through the darkness. They know what is up. This is their emotional connection. Okay? Remember, we had that 5 of cups as what draws them together. Remember, 5 of cups is nothing but lost here, and grief and regret and disappointment. All right, so let's go over to the trust in communication for these two, which is this card, obedience. Let me tell you about it. So all I got is number 48, so all I got to do is go just a little bit this way. Trust in communication is obedience. It said, this is crazy. It's crazy. There are rules for everything. The sun rises and the moon sets, okay? And they dance together in perfect steps. What rules are you considering when you ask your question? You will be sorry if you're going to break the rules that are in place to protect you and others. Even though you may not like authority right now, this is the time to obey what has really been set in motion. This is the time to learn the layers of the land and follow the custom that keeps things in order. Learn the steps of the dance before you attempt to change them to suit you. Did not just say they already know what this is, what this connection is. They already know what it is. Okay? They already know how it's gonna go and how it's gonna end. They already know this. Whether they're saying that to each other, they already know what this is. Hell, I already know what this is. Stevie Wonder knows what this is. But it is what it is, right? Right. All right. So that's what their trust in communication is. There are rules, okay? Um, and you will be sorry if you break those rules. All right? Man, please. Oh, gosh. So that's when it comes to their trust in communication. All right? Bottom line, be obedient. If you're not obedient, you will be sorry. You feel me? Now, let's talk about their shadows, their fears, and their insecurities. What is that? Yeah. Number 27, it says hope. Okay? So, their shadows, their fears, and their insecurities is followed up by hope. Okay? And let's read what hope has to say. Hope says, when you choose the symbol of hope, know that no matter what temporary setbacks there may be in your life, now light will return again. So you know how people be like, and I dislike when people do this, but they be like, hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. I don't like that. I don't like that saying. I think that's a really shitty ass saying, okay? Hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. That's no that I can't gel with that. I think that's a shitty ass thing to say. Hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. Bullshit ain't about nothing. But no difference with these two. their fears, their insecurities, their shadow. I'm hoping for the best, but I am prepared for whatever this situation will bring about. Okay? Hope. It says, when the moon is hidden, first card that came out. First card that came out. They know what this is, man. I need to stop trying to sugarcoat everything. I need to stop trying to sugarcoat everything, though. Like, for real. But I be trying to be positive. I swear I do. Um, when the moon is hidden in the darkest forest, it is hard to see your next steps, and it is easy to give into fear that will never be safety or light again. I am here to guide you when you are lost, when you've lost your way, whispering to you to maintain faith and good things will come your way. Take one step forward towards your dreams. I will take two steps towards you to help you achieve it. Have hope, and only good will come of it. You see what I'm saying? Have hope, and only good will come of it, as opposed to hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Mm-mm. So let's talk about what their souls are learning through each other. And this is always the interesting card to me. Okay. So let's see what their souls are learning, okay, through each other. The High Priestess of Fire. Well, she's coming in. I feel, because only reason why I'm saying that is because she is a fire sign. If Google is right, she is a Sagittarius, okay? And it feels like she's here, even though it says their shared lesson together, you know what I'm saying, to learn from each other. She's going to be the one to bring this lesson towards him. That's how I feel with the this fire, the High Priestess of Fire coming out. Number 5 could be significant to them in some type of way. So let's go to the High Priestess of Fire and see what it says when it comes to what their souls are learning through each other. It says, my child, you have chosen the symbol of the vampire High Priestess of Fire, the goddess of creativity and passion. Whenever she arrives, she reminds you of your ability to create your own reality and choose your channel energy. To create your own reality. Remember up here when I said he feels like she is the one who balanced him out. That's how he sees her. She's balanced. She's balanced me out. She's this, she's that. She's on a high level. You feel me? This is how he sees this lady right here. But that's allowing her to create his reality. So without her, you can't be balanced. You can't have harmony without her, because that's how he sees her. Okay, so he's allowing her to create his reality right now. Anyway, it says, whenever she arrives, she reminds you of your ability to create your own reality and to choose your channel energy. If you are restless, call upon the High Priestess of Fire for her inspiration and joy. She will release you from the trap of boredom. The trap of boredom, okay? Fire brings warmth and light, but it also burns when it is allowed to get out of control. Spend your energy creatively, not impulsively, and guarding yourself against burnouts. Use the fire wisely and let your light shine brightly, okay? Use your fire wisely. I'm not for sure. I don't feel that she's going to use her fire wisely, but this is a lesson that he will learn, and she's the one that's going to be the one to bring this slow burn towards him, okay? That's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's life, man. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? All right? Now, we're going to use these cards right here to basically, I'm going to ask for 4 cards, and I want to know, this is going to be like their public image. This is going to be like their reputation, their influences, things of that nature. And I'm going to ask for 4 cards. The first card is going to be for Jude. Okay, this card is gonna talk about his his career. Jesus, affects how his career affects the relationship. Second card gonna be the same thing for her. How her career affects the relationship. All right. Then I'm gonna get 2 more cards. Okay. The first card, please. How Jude's career affects the relationship. The first card I'm gonna ask for. Second card is gonna be how her career affects the relationship. Okay. Now, the next card is going to be their shared destiny. Okay, their shared destiny. Their shared destiny. And the last card is going to be their path, where it intersects or diverge. All right. So here we go. First card, you guys. How Jude's career affects the relationship. We ain't got to go into too many. I don't need the trusty book for this one. So we have number 12. 12 could be significant to this situation, and for sure, because she's a Sagittarius, right? Yeah. So 12. That's the connection right there, number 12. And then we have Pisces, even though he's a Cancer. But here's the thing. This is how his career is going to affect the relationship. He's not going to be able to figure out whose emotions is who. You know what I'm saying? Am I feeling this way because of her? Am I feeling this way because something that's going on at the job? Am I feeling this way because it's just me? What is this? He's going to be dealing with how and why he feels the way that he does, okay? And that could have some type of effect on his career or his relationship on some type of level. Not being able to identify what's bugging me right now. Is it her? Is it me? Is it the job? Is it family? Is it friends? This is what he's going to be going through. This is what he's going to be trying to figure out, okay? These emotions right here is going to be the type of effects his career and his relationship has going on right here. That's it. She's going to have a lot to do with that. She's going to have a lot to do with that. Damn. Right, because yeah, December 12. Yeah. Anyway, how Ashlyn's public image affects the relationship. Okay. This is some, man. I gotta get my trusty book out for this one, because I don't think I've got this one too much. But just looking at it right now, we got number 26. Okay, we got number 26. It's close to her age. Okay, and it says vision. This is Neptune energy. It says vision. Okay, so we are talking about how her image, you feel me, her public image will have an effect on the relationship. And like I said, she's a model, right? She's like a Instagram model or something like that, or maybe just a model. I don't know, but this is how, you know, the vision, how she sees herself, how the people see herself. Okay? So let's read it and see what it says. Number 26. So it says, it says, pray, meditate, intuitive. It says, use your divination, rest in dreams, activate the right side of your brain, and step out of the sequential logic into a sense of infinity. Engage ceremonies and rituals. Find a dream or a vision and bring it back here and manifest. Because Neptune invokes both intuition and imagination, it can be a blur the boundaries between the two. It's also too easy to believe that what you want or what you are afraid of is a fact reality, which can make it easy for others to manipulate you by playing to your hopes and your fears. Ain't that some shit? By playing to your hopes and your fears. Didn't we just have hope over here? I hope this situation work, but I got a fear that it might not. This crazy because I actually came in thinking that she was more balanced than him, but truth be told, she's not really. You know what I'm saying? Not with this card right here coming out like this. Okay? If you can be easily manipulated by others, how much imbalanced are you? So that means you feel like you could be in a predicament to manipulate those who may be a little bit not on your level. You feel me? So it's kind of like hurt people. You feel me? I'm not laughing at that, but I'm just saying this can be read so easily. Like I don't even need I don't even need the cards, bro, to read this one. I don't even need the cards to read this. This energy is so fucking whack. It's tacky. Like it's not right. Okay. I don't need the cards for this shit. The cards are really just the tools. I don't need the cards at all, to be honest. But you know what I'm saying. It is part of the tarot reading. So, but I don't need this shit. I know what this is from a mile away. But it is what it is. Um, it says what you are afraid of, in fact, reality, which can make it easy for others to manipulate you by playing on your hopes and your fears. If she's like a model, you know what I'm saying, and if someone was to say something, well, your face is blemished today, or you had a little belly fat today, or that outfit didn't look good on you, or your makeup was not as fabulous as it was last week, you know what I'm saying, because of her being like a model. This is her vision. This is her, the face of her brand, or whatever, what she does. So anyone can say anything and knock her off of what her hopes is, but yet at the same time, this is a fear. I'm a model, so obviously she has to be like a beautiful, attractive female. You feel me? But if someone says one thing, or two things, whatever the case may be, that's a fear for her. We talking about vision, and it should be more so like vision when it comes to her intuition, this, that, and the other, but I don't even think she's there yet. Okay. But it says, take each step with care. It says, working with Neptune is like walking in the fog. You can see the present moment clearly. It's just the future and the past get lost in your hopes and in your fears. In the world that feels too harsh, or if you're feeling easily overwhelmed. See, what did I just say? I said, if somebody could say something so simple, you know what I'm saying? And it could just be like the world to her. Like, damn. But it really shouldn't be that big. But because of who she is, that's just what it is. I'm not saying she's a superficial person at all. I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? But just coming out for a reason. It says, if the world feels too harsh or you're feeling easily overwhelmed, tend to your sensitivity antenna. Okay. It says pray rather than worry. Neptune speaks of our psychic, okay, encouraging you to soak up the surroundings. Use that as your advantage and choose your surrounding carefully. Meditate with a group, tune in to trees, earth beneath the sky above, the sacred sites. Immerse yourself into whatever feeds you, okay? The challenges here. It talks about Neptune overwhelmed can turn acceptance into passivity, imagination into illusions, sensitivity and the hunger of the spirit into addictions. Watch for water damage. You hear me? Her challenges is out of this world. That's crazy. Well, let's see what her gifts are. Allow yourself to float, to swim in the great ocean of the collective consciousness. Soak up the presence of the divine soul. There is no separation between you and all the sentient being, between you and the realm of God and spirit. She has a lot to learn in life. I mean, we all do. And that's crazy. Look, I didn't read this part right here, but it talks about Pisces right here at the top. It talks about Pisces. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. Ain't that some shit? I didn't even read that. It said Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. Didn't I say she feels like she's a she feels like he's a page and she can control him. I didn't even read that, bro. It says it right there. I told you I could call this one a mile away. I just didn't want to say nothing. But she's able to, manipulation is such a bad word, bro. But is finesse any better than manipulation? She's capable of finessing him. You feel me? Controlling him. And he feels like that's okay because he looks at her as someone who has everything together. Like he trusts this person. Not saying that he shouldn't, but also, oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. Dude, she's a Saggy in Temperance is Sagittarius energy. Damn. I didn't even see that one, y'all. I bet y'all caught that one. I didn't even catch that. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, she feels like she can rule this one over here, bro. That's why I was laughing through it. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing at the audacity. That's what I'm laughing at. The audacity. Like, damn, sus, for real? That's wrong, man. It's not right. Cause his nose is wide open with the Fool card. That motherfucker wide open. This is like, oh my God. It doesn't even matter. Like, why am I getting so worked up? Why do I even care? Like, what the fuck? Come on now, Shay. Get it together. Get it together. All right, then. Fuck it, y'all. Let's see. What is their shared destiny, then? What do they share, man? You're damn right. You're damn right. Their shared destiny is to take a step back and look at themselves. That's what their shared destiny is. Yep. We got retrograde right here. Review. That's all this is about. Reviewing things. What are we talking about? We're talking about their relationship. Review yourself in order for you to be able to review your relationship. Why did I get myself in this situation in the first place? What drove me to this? Why? What made me put myself in this predicament? Why was I unable to see the flags? Why was I unable to trust this in my gut? Remember with the moon card? Why was I not? You feel me? And this is going to be the same way for both of them. Okay? Because this is their shared destiny right here. Review. Take a step back and look at you guys for what it is. Take it for what it is. And that's exactly how it's going to boil down to. Like, I ain't never finna throw no swap nobody relationship. I ain't gonna do it, you feel me? I'm not gonna do it, but they know what this is, whether they want to admit it or not. Deep down in their gut, man. I don't know how long they've been dating, but I don't know, man. Listen, let's see where their paths intersect or diverge here. Well, let's go and see what it says. Venus. It says Venus. It says beloved right here. Okay. So this is where their relationship intersect or diverged. Okay. So let's go to number 21. All right. Venus. It says soften, charm, open the heart, investigate how you can make the situation more beautiful, more fair, and more lovely. Remember, Venus sends truth. People are fascinated by those who they find fascinating. Use diplomacy and seduction and let others come to you. Engage in creativity, generosity, and affection. Venus calls you to your heart, to your romance, sings to you as a creative muse, asks you what you value, what you want, enough to get yourself in trouble. Come to know your heart, know what you're passionate about, and when you stir others people's passion, when your heart hurts, you can express the higher note of Venus through acts of compassion, affection, creativity, all become medicine for your sore heart. Pull that art supplies and paint how you feel. Rescue a puppy. Rescue a puppy. Obedience like a motherfucker. Help a person who needs loving kindness even more than you do. The challenges. Emotions run strong and passions are intense. Be weary of crimes of passion, love addiction, love for love, and material things. If you are fascinated by the superficial aspects, the superficial. Didn't that superficial word come up earlier? Yes, it did. Okay. If you are fascinated by the superficial aspects of Venus, you can get caught up in appearance and become blind in love. Look deeper. I'm telling you, Stevie Wonder could see this shit a mile away. This, man, please. Anyway, it says Venus encourages, this says the gift. Venus encourage a loving heart to heal your own heart and become a Venusian beacon to the world around you. Develop what the Buddhist refers to as mantra: love, kindness, benevolence, friendliness, and active intersect in other well-being. This is a relationship that is solely based off of money and beauty. That is it. That is all. Call a spade, okay? That's it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. The more I try to sugarcoat it, the more it comes in just, so I can't do that. It is what it is. This relationship is surrounded around beauty and money. That's it. Okay? He's attracted to her beauty. Okay? She is attracted to his money. Bottom line. Okay? Bottom line. Okay? I said it. Okay? I don't care who feels however they want to feel about it. That's just what it is. Okay? I didn't want to say it. I did not. Y'all know that's not my cup of tea. I did not. But I had to do what I had to do, and maybe she feel like that what she got to do too. She got to do what she got to do. You know, he don't know no better. He just a baby. He don't know no better. His nose is wide open with the food card, man. He all in, but the thing is, she not. She not. All right, man. Let's use the Kippers here, and I want to ask for 3 cards, and I basically just want to know the eternal influences. We're going to talk about the hidden factors and the external pressure for these two. So, the external influence could be family, management, fans, whatever the case may be. All right. So I'm going to ask for 3 cards. The first one is going to be for the external influence. The second one is going to be when it comes to like media or public perception. And the last is going to be what's not being said. Here we go. These are the hidden factors in the external pressure for these two. First card, the external influence, family, management, fans. All right. The media, the public perception. And the last card, what's not being said. Here we go. So, the external influence, like I said, family, management, or fans. New path. All right. So, the external influence is going to be a change in this dynamics. But why? Okay. Media, public perception. Why is there finna be a change? Damn, I just said it. I just said there's finna be a change in a dynamics. Peep game, bruh. Do you know what this is? Huh? We got the pathway. This is like spirit coming through, because spirit can see this a mile away. Okay? Now, we already know there's finna be a change, but it's finna be a big change, okay? And the reason why I say it's gonna be a big change is because this card is supposed to be the card that's gonna be like for the media and the public perception. So whatever this change is, the media is finna be very privy to it. I don't know if somebody gonna see something gonna be said, something, I don't know. But whatever this is, it's going to change the whole dynamics of this relationship. Okay? The whole dynamics. Well, then we know it's going to be a change here. It can come from him. It can come from her. Whatever. But y'all going to see it. Y'all are going to see it. But although we know this, what is this, though? What is not being said, though? Damn it, I knew it. I kind of knew it. Message of concern. Message of concern. Somebody gonna break the rules. It's right up here. Remember this obedience? Breaking the rules? Message of concern. It's gone. It looked like it's gonna be her. It looked like it's gonna be her. Okay? All I said is I know the media gonna be privy to it. I said there's fin to be a change in their dynamics, okay? Their relationship. There is fin to be a change. Okay? Whether it's gonna be a change in the man, listen. We'll see. We shall see what we shall see. But it could have something to do with her. Somebody gonna break the rules. Somebody gonna do something. But truth be told, with Pathways being here, it's playing out the exact way that it's supposed to. Okay, if that makes sense to anybody. Because this isn't, this relationship is not, we getting married. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not that. This relationship is to teach them both a lesson. Whatever lesson they need to learn from each other, this is what this is, okay? Yeah. Could be on his end, but I'm really feeling it's more on her end. But let me just check the bottom of the deck. Let's check the bottom of the deck. I told you, man. This is over, bro. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing because it's like, even though I'm reading the cards for y'all, I'm telling y'all the story, but I already know how it's gonna end. That's the thing about it. That's why I was laughing in the beginning, like, this is some crazy shit, because I don't know how I know this shit, but I just know it, and it's finna be done for. And like I said, I'm not laughing at their situation. I'm just laughing at, like, damn, like, it's like picking up a book and not knowing what happens in the beginning, but already know how it's gonna end. And that's kind of like how it is. It's like I can see the outcome before the outcome get here, okay? Which is weird as hell. But anyway, we almost done, y'all. Try to keep it under 60 minutes. But well, we're gonna use the Moonology, and basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask for 3 cards, and the first card is gonna be the near future, which could be anywhere from now until the next 6 months. The second card is gonna be the mid future, so that's like 6 months to the next 18 months, right? And then the last future is gonna be the long term potential. So now we're talking about 18 plus, okay? 18 plus. So here we go. 3 cards, please. First card, when it comes to Ashlyn and Jude's relationship, can you give me the first card for the near future, the second card for the mid future, and the last card for the long term potential here, please? First card. Wait. What the fuck? Hold on. Second card, mid future. Long-term future, potential future, outcome. Damn, there was a song playing in my head. Damn, what was it? Damn, I forgot. But it's one of them. It's like one of those games you play where everybody put their foot in, and then y'all, you sing a little song, and you be like, so you are it, or so you are out, and then they move their feet, and then you. It was a childhood song that I remember. Again, you put your feet in. Damn, all I'm hearing is "and you are out." Third base, third down. You better watch out, cause some out. It's something. That's what was playing in my head. What the fuck? This is some weird shit, man. Listen, y'all be, man, why y'all be having me do this shit? All right, so here we go. The near future potential. I mean, the near future. Okay, for these two. Look at the bigger. Look at the bigger picture. Sagittarius energy. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, so the near future is Sagittarius energy. Look at the bigger picture. Ain't that some shit? She coming through like fire. Like her energy is the strongest, and that. And I hate to say it, but she is so much stronger than him. She is so much stronger than him, man. Ooh, man, my stomach was like, she is so much stronger than him. So this is the near future. Look at the big picture. So this is the mid future for them. Expect powerful changes, okay? I said 6 months to 18 months, I'm telling you. There's, with this pathway card, there's no way around it. We got pathway in, we got change. Followed by message of concern. Here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. Dare I say that? Dare I say that? As strong as she is, I don't think she's gonna expect any. I don't think she's gonna expect this change. Okay? I don't think she's gonna see it coming. Cause it's like she already feel like she's 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of him, but I just don't see it. I don't think she's gonna see this coming. Well, anyway, let's see the potential for the next 18 months. Emotions are running high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She ain't gonna see this because one thing's for sure. When you have a young man like this, who really, you feel me, really cares, or at least right now, and when shit hit the fan, oh boy, let me tell you about it. Let's just hope everything is how it needs to be. That's all I got to say. Read it. Well, fine. How the fuck am I even gonna find it? Here we go. Okay. So it says, this card suggests the answer to whatever you're asking is right, likely the silver full moon set against the velvet night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very. It says to use common parlance. To answer your question may be that it's under your nose. It's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life. Remember looking at the big picture, okay? It says being special and bursting with energy that you can turn into work. You can turn into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and positive outcomes when this card come up, but you may find there's a lot of emotions to deal with. There's also a sense that opportunities around whatever you are asking about don't come along every day. So take action. Okay? You can expect plenty of good things and positive outcomes when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotions to be dealt with. The emotions to be dealt with is him. He's going to be the emotion to be dealt with. Like, what? You try to play with my heart? And you try to play with my money? That's one thing you don't do. You don't fuck with nobody's heart, and you don't fuck with their motherfucking money. You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay? You just don't. And somebody gonna learn today or whenever that day comes. Okay? All right. Here we go. Because we over an hour now. This is the last cards right here. Okay? I'm going to see about the outcome. Okay? The advice for them as individuals. Okay? So that's 2 cards. And the advice for them as a pair. So here we go. The first card. When it comes to Ashlyn, I hope I'm saying her name right, and Jude, I hope I'm saying his name right. Spirit, please. What is the outcome when it comes to this relationship? What is the outcome energy here? Okay. What is the advice for them as individuals? First card is going to be for him. Second card is going to be for her. As individuals, him. As individuals, her. Okay? Last card. And the advice for them as a pair. Here we go. What? All right. That's what we got at the bottom of the deck. The 9 of Wands. All right, so here we go. This is the outcome right here. The outcome of the energy here for these 2. This motherfucker is showing up big and bad. Big and bad. Well, let's talk about it. Where is it at? The Queen of Wands, man. And then we saw the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Like, she coming through. Man, I be feeling like the man when I come through. She coming through like the man in the relationship. Like, what the fuck is this? Okay? Here's the thing. She's coming through. You can't knock her. She's coming through definitely big boss energy. Let's be clear. She's definitely coming through with big boss energy. I cannot take that away from her. And I will not. But my thing is, what do we do with that big boss energy though? Okay? Are you going to have a big ego? Or are you going to be humble with that type of energy? That's the thing. People come through like they this, that, and the other, but they don't be humble about it though. You can still be a boss, bro, sis. You can still be a boss. You know what? Why do I even... I don't know. All right. Anyway, so let's read what it says. So we're talking about the outcome of the relationship. We didn't get a 10 of cups. We didn't get a 9 of cups. We didn't even get a 2 of cups. We got the Queen of Wands. So what we got to say about the Queen of Wands, man? Let me see what she's talking about. It says the Queen is bursting with life and infectious energy. And you can't help feeling like you could take on the world when you around her. I'm telling you, her confidence and get to it ness is so powerful to motivate you to do shit. If you are the queen, life is giving it all to you right now. Good luck, ideas, friendly promotions. So channel this bounty into confidence. You know your strengths and your weakness and how to utilize all your skills to get what you want. So get it, girl. Your skills, your confidence to get whatever it is that you want. And she's doing a good job of that. I know, and she's doing a very good job of that. And that's how the outcome is going to be. Why the outcome is going to be. Well, let's see what the advice is for them as individuals. So this is his card. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? How this going to be his advice right here as an individual? 7 of Wands. Yeah, let's read what it says, man. Well, I'm sitting there on some yeah. Let me see what it says. It says your fiery drive has given you the strength and the willpower to climb to the top of the cliff, only to have others try to knock you back down. Listen, I said what's at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, y'all didn't even see that. Look. When I pulled the 9 of Wands, I was getting the 9 of Wands because of the 7 of Wands. This is the battle. He's going to have to, man, I'm telling you, y'all don't, and then look, you can see it say the fool right there. You can see it say the fool right there. He was the fool in the beginning. And he's going to be the same. He's going to be the fool at the end of at the bottom of. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. You don't hear what I'm trying to tell you, dude. You not hearing me, man. But you will. Listen. Y'all see that fool card right there? He's gonna find what it is that he needs, okay? Because right now, he ain't got it. Let's read it. The 7 of Wands talks about your fiery drive has given you the strength and the willpower. Remember, I kept saying he's not as strong as her. To climb to the top of the cliff, only to have others try to knock you back down. You succeed and you're feeling strong, but others may be jealous. They'll try to make you feel less and sow seeds of doubt in yourself. Don't let them. You deserve to be here. Fight for your fucking self. In other words, stand up for yourself, you gullible motherfucker, you. Stand up for yourself. Don't be blindsided by the beauty. Beauty is only skin motherfucking deep, bro. Come on now. So what is her advice then? Ooh, look how she coming through. Look. Boom, outcome. What's her advice? Queen of Swords. Ain't that some shit? Let's see what the Queen of Swords talk about, y'all. We know that, man. This is her advice right here. And it says the Queen of Swords is unflinching perception and can cut to the truth of the matter in seconds. She can be blunt, brutal, honest, and very forward. But just because she's truthful doesn't mean she's lacking compassion and humor. Doesn't mean she's lacking compassion and humor. She still understands because she can truly see the entire situation for what it is, the big picture. The big picture, okay? If you're the queen, it's time to set emotions aside and try to view things intelligently and clarity and honesty. Okay? Because remember, I said she got a lot of growing up to do too. She's not as imbalanced as she may pretend she is to be. Okay? She's only seems to be in control to people who are not on the same level, that is a little bit below her level. Or maybe, but the truth will come through and she will accept it. She'll be concerned, you know what I'm saying, as she should be, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, like I said, this relationship is not a relationship that's like we're getting married. That they here to teach each other something. She, little do she know, she'll be able to learn from the one that she felt as if she could never learn nothing from. Okay? Well, then, let's see the advice for them as a pair. Wow, look at that. So this is it's the Four of Pentacles. So this is the advice for them as a pair. So let's go into the Four of Pentacles and see what the Four of Pentacles have to say. And the Four of Pentacles say, you've been busy with balancing your act, tightly clutching all your money and material things close in order to help you feel safe and stable. It's been working for a while, but somehow you still can't relax. You might need to give up a little control because all the stress about money isn't making you happy. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? I said straight. Ain't that some shit? Do I got to read it again? Do I got to read it again? This is the advice for both of them. Okay? And it says, you've been busy with balancing act. You've been busy with balancing act. Okay? Balancing act. Acting as if you balance. Acting as if you got everything together. You feel me? When I clearly called it, no, she don't. Only to people who feel as if they're not quite balanced or whatever. So when they look at her, they see, oh, la da 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 dee, but not truly, not really. Listen, clutching all your money and material things close in order to help you feel safe and stable. It's been working for a while, but somehow you still can't relax. You might need to give up a little bit of control because all this stress about money isn't making you happy. Ain't that some shit? Well, that's that. So, hopefully, the person who requested this reading, got what they were looking for out of here. Who's the next person? Who's next? B2S. Wait, BTS? BTS. The next reading is coming up for BTS. Okay. Taeyong. That's his name. Is that his name? Taeyong and Jimin. I don't know if I'm saying their name right, but they's the next ones that's up for the next requested celebrity reading. All right. Anyone can ask for a celebrity reading, or you can always email me and ask for your personal reading. It's personal, it's private. No one knows anything about it outside of you and me. All right. I send you a private link with your reading. All you do is send me your questions that you want answered, whether it's about love, family, work, whatever the case may be. And that's just that. All right. So thank you. I'm out. Bye.